India's first woman teacher, social worker and poet. Savitribai was born on 3rd January 1831 in Naigaon, Maharashtra. Today marks her 119th birth year. She was taught by her husband Savitribai Phule. He trained her to become a teacher. Together they started 18 schools for educating girls and became the first female teacher and mistress in India. She worked for welfare of widows. She will continue to inspire. I would like to conclude my speech on a golden quote.
Awake, arise, and educate. Smash tradition, liberate. You over, but do you know her? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Savitribai. I am from Don Bosco High School, Matunga. I am here to talk about a strong and powerful woman, none other than Savitribai Phule. Savitribai was born on 3rd January 1831 in Naigaon, Maharashtra. She did a lot for the women in India. Savitribai was married at the age of 9 to Jyotiba Phule, who was 13. She is regarded as the first female teacher of India. Along with her husband, Jyotiba Phule, she played an important role in improving women's rights in India. She remembered as India's first woman teacher, social worker, and poet. Savitribai Phule taught by her husband at home. Jyotiba trained her to become a teacher. Together, they started 18 schools for girls' education and became the first female teacher in India. Schools started by her were located in Pune, and the University of Pune was renamed as Savitribai Phule University. In her honor, she has inspired many Indian women. She also set up a group for women, the Mahila Seva Mandal. She took her last breath while taking care of the patients suffering the worldwide third pandemic. I just want to say few lines for all that she has done. We waited, she educated. We stated, she acted. We debated, she created. Thank you.
Respected father, teacher, and my dear friends, today is 190th birthday of first woman teacher of India, Kranti Jyoti Savitribai Phule. I am going to say few words on her. Kranti Jyoti Savitribai Phule was born on 3rd January 1831 in the village of Naigaon, Satara. She was the eldest daughter of Lakshmibai and Khandoji Nevsi Patil. At the age of 9 years, she was married to Kranti Surya Jyotirao Phule. In 18th century, and downtrodden sections of society didn't have the right to education. She was taught to read and write at home by her husband. Within 8 years of marriage, they started first girls' school with 8 girls in Pune, in which Kranti Jyoti Savitribai Phule used to teach. To stop her from teaching, people from their locality created many obstacles in her path. They pelted stones, garbage, and sometimes even feces at her. So she used to carry an extra sari to school, which she used to change after reaching school. She dedicated her whole life for uplift of women. On 10th March 1897, she passed away. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about Kranti Jyoti Savitribai Phule. My mother, who is a professor, told me that she is the real Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, wisdom and learning. Because of her efforts, women are on various positions in India. So, you must be thinking, who is she and what is the meaning of Kranti Jyoti? Kranti means revolution and Jyoti means light. It means that she made revolution in education and brought light in women's life. She was the first female teacher of the first women's school in India. She was born on 3rd Jan 1831 in Naigaon, Maharashtra. Today is her 190th birth year. She was taught by her husband Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. He trained her to become a teacher because that time girls were not allowed to go to school. Together they started 18 schools for educating girls. She also worked for the welfare of widows. She demanded dignity for all women, for which she, along with her husband Jyotirao Phule, worked their entire life. Savitribai went to become India's first woman teacher and headmistress. It is her struggle and story that marks the beginning of modern Indian women's public life in India. The extraordinary couple was engaged in a passionate struggle to build a movement for equality between men and women. They dedicated their lives to spreading education and knowledge. They started home for the pregnant and exploited widows. They initiated of marriage without dowry. They were against child marriage and supported widow remarriages. So, my heartfelt thanks to Savitribai Phule for changing women's life. सावित्रीचे थोर उपकार, स्त्री शक्तीचा हो जय जयकार, तेज पुंज प्रकाश ज्योती, त्रिवार नमस्कार. I would like to conclude my speech on a golden quote. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate the nation. Thank you all for listening me patiently. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher. I am going to talk about Savitribai Phule. Savitribai Phule was born on 3rd January 1831 in the village of Naigaon in Satara district, Maharashtra. Her birthplace was about 5 kilometers from Shirwal and about 50 kilometers from Pune. Savitribai Phule was the eldest daughter of Lakshmi and Khandoji Nawaseb Patil, both of whom belonged to the Mali community. Savitribai and Jyotira had no children of their own. It is said that they adopted Yashwantrao, a son of a Brahmin widow. However, there is no original evidence available yet to support this. At the time of her marriage, Savitribai was an illiterate. Jyotirao educated Savitribai at their home. After completing her primary education with Jyotirao, her further education was the responsibility of his friends Sakaram, Yaswant Pranjpe and Kesav Shirvam Bhavalkar. She also enrolled herself in 2 teachers training programs. 3rd January celebrated as Balika Din in whole of Maharashtra, especially in girls' school. Savitribai Phule was also a prolific author and poet. Savitribai Phule was also an anti-infected activist. She opened a women's shelter called the Home for Prevention of Infanticide, where Brahmin widows could safely deliver their children and leave them there to adopt if they so desired. Savitribai and her adopted son Yaswant opened a clinic to treat those affected by the worldwide 3rd pandemic of the bubonic plague when it appeared in the area around Nalasopara in 1897. The clinic was established at the outskirts of Pune in area of free infection. Savitribai died on a heroic death trying to save the son of a Pandura.
Good afternoon. I am Rohane Lavia from 4th D Don Bosco High School. Today, I start this speech with a tribute of the first female teacher of India, woman liberator and prominent social worker, Savitribai Phule ji. Savitribai and her husband played an important and vital role on improving women's rights in India. In 1848, they built India's first all-women school and encouraged women and girls from everywhere to learn education and stand on their own feet. Being a teacher at heart, nothing could stop Savitribai. Even when people threw dirt and mud at her, she would continue a march on teaching young girls. Awake, arise, educate. Smash tradition to liberate. These were the words used by her at several occasions. She worked to abolish the discrimination and unfair treatment based on caste and gender. A philanthropist and an educationist, and to top that, Phule was also a proficient Marathi writer. Sit idle no more, go get education. Words from her poem that encourages those who are oppressed to free themselves by obtaining education. Savitribai also started a shelter for widows and women who needed homes against Satya. She was against Satyagraha and encouraged widow remarriages. We truly have honored this great woman famous. Be a rightful naming a university after her, and a postal stamp of hers was released in 1989. She is an icon in backward classes and the women of organization procession of her Jayanti. I proudly stand here before you to salute this great woman who teaches us how important it is to put education and affection above all. Thank you.
Morning, teacher. Today I will recite a speech on Savitribai Phule. काही महान स्त्रियाने आधुनिक युगात पुरुषांच्या बरोबरीने अन्य क्षेत्र आपली भूमिका निभावली आहे. त्यांच्या देशांसाठी आणि समाजासाठी कार्य केले आहे. या महान स्त्रीपैकी सावित्रीबाई फुले यांचा नाव मोठी आनंद घेतले जातात. सावित्रीबाई फुले यांचा जन्म 3 जानेवारी 1831 साली सातारा जिल्ह्यातील नायगाव या गावात झाला. त्यांच्या आईचे नाव लक्ष्मीबाई आणि वडिलांचे नाव खांडोजी नेवसे पाटील असे होता. 1840 साली सावित्रीबाई फुले 9 वर्ष त्यांचा विवाह ज्योतिराव फुले यांचे होता. ते ज्योतिराव फुले हे 13 वर्षाचे होता. महात्मा ज्योतिराव फुले आणि सावित्रीबाई फुले स्त्री शिक्षणाचा पाय घेतले. प्राचीन शिक्षणाच्या स्त्री घराचे बाहेर आणि शिक्षणाच्या घरासाठी पाठवले जाते. नेवसे तेवर सावित्रीबाई फुले यांच्या या विरुद्ध आवाज उठवले. 1848 साली ज्योतिराव फुले पुणेमध्ये मुलींसाठी पहिली शाळा सुरू केली. सावित्रीबाई फुले एक महान समाज सुधारक आणि पहिली शिक्षिका होत्या. थँक यू.